guy, and he's not going to do it because his tactics are silly and juvenile and the work of an amateur. And, it's, I think the real solution is that Les would just fire him and, put me back on, and everybody wins.
Well, it seems that CBS doesn't want to do the show without him. He won't do the show without you. Is CBS a part of the problem?
CBS is the major part of the problem because no one's willing to step up to this man and say, look, you have screwed everything up because of your ego and your stupidity and your insane relationship with Alcoholics Anonymous, and, you're just not looking for any kind of solution.
Have you called Les Moonves?
No, I'm kind of waiting for him to call me at this point, because the last time I sat with him, he looked me in the eyes and he lied to me. He said he would take care of the crew. And yesterday was the first gesture that they've made. And to insult everybody and only come up with half of the shows is a step in the right direction, but it doesn't fix it completely,
It's weird. What Charlie describes is true about Hollywood. When these guys get successful, they take other shows and they try to...
Oh, they make more shows,
They make more shows, and a lot of the times, the actual show that is a hit gets watered down.
Right, that spreads them too thin. They start focusing on the other shows and not the primary show.
Right, it's not like our show was in decline or showing any signs of failure. Our show was on an upswing, which is, basically unheard of in season 8. And rather than honing that and honoring that and respecting that, they've, left me, the star of all that, twisting in the breeze,
So, the way you're being painted is that you're out of your mind. So, did your dad immediately call you or Emilio call you and go, hey, listen, we're worried, we're going to, commit you to a mental institution or something? Have they tried to do that?
Well, they could try, but then it involves gunplay.
But wait a minute, you did go off to a rehab facility for a little while. Did your family have anything to do with that?
No, nothing. I'm not ruled by my family. I'm 45 years old with 5 kids,
Right.
I mean, come on.
Do you own guns?
No, not anymore. They took them all away.
Who took them?
They?
Who takes your guns away?
That's another, subject.
What do you what's going to be the day today? Are you just going to drive yourself crazy, calling all these places and trying to get heard by everyone? I mean, is it going to be?
No. This is it. I'm talking to you. I think I had one little interview today at the house, and then that's it. I'm just going to sit by my phone and wait for one of these charlatans to reach out.
Where's Bree and Nat right now?
Rachel and Nat?
Yeah.
They're asleep. I am up early to work out, and I will wait for them to awake when I'm done.
Did you party with them last night?
Divine party. We ate pizza and watched my interview.
Did you bang? Did you bang the both of them last night?
I can't reveal
You can
that.
tell me. Did you bang both girls last night?
Not the both of them. Not the both of them.
Who did you bang?
How does that work?
First of all, between us as men, who's your fave?
Between us, we're on the radio.
Nah, believe me, nobody listens to this shit. Who's your favorite? Bree or, Rachel?
It's impossible to choose because individually they're so unique and they're so different. They're so completely, radically wonderful that I just, to make that decision would be impossible.
And are these women totally available to you whenever you want to have sex?
Well, it's not just about the sex. They're here helping on, on every other front.
Is this a big love kind of situation?
But an answer to that question, well, hell yeah, Howard, come on now.
I know her as Bree. I've known her for years, and I know she'd be if you said I need anal right now, she'd be accommodating, right?
It's a little embarrassing to talk about.
But how do they work? Do they
it?
sleep in the same bed?
Yeah. Are all 3 of you in the bed together?
No, because we're adults. Realize that 3 in a bed is we're all not 7.
So what is it? Everyone gets their own bed?
No, we have 2 beds in the bedroom, and it's a 2-1 switch off.
So the 2 of them
switch off. Listen to me.
Well, this is unbelievable. The two of them stay in the same bed, and you're in the bed next to them.
No. They'll all take a separate bed, and then. Then I have to choose.
Oh, so you come in and choose which bed you want to sleep in.
You live like a king, my friend.
Why the hell shouldn't I, Howard? Come on.
Why not? You're special, right?
Look at mine. Yes, I am. Just like you. Just like you. We are special.
Do you ever think, wow, why can't I be in a committed relationship? And I guess it's got to be the fame, the money, and the fact that you have so many women available to you,
Well, it's also just a guy that just, loves the idea or the reality of variety, and... But this isn't just about the sex. This isn't just about
all of that. For me, it is.
Well, okay, good.
To me,
a couple of weeks ago, or last week, didn't he go to the Bahamas with his ex-wife and 2 other women?
Yeah, why'd your ex-wife bail out on that party?
I don't know. She had other stuff going on, and she had to get out of there. So
did that bum you out?
No. She was. I don't want to say a distraction, but she was just had her head on another channel and had to go had to split. You know.
Hey, Charlie, weren't you engaged to like Kelly Preston at one point?
Yes, I was. Yeah.
She's a hot chick, huh?
She's smoking. Yeah.
She was smoking, and then I read that you accidentally shot her in the arm or something.
No. She lifted a pair of pants off the scale one day in the bathroom when she was alone. And a tiny little revolver fell out of my pocket, and it hit the floor and it shot through the toilet. And it cut her leg, and it was awful. It was the dumbest thing I've ever done, even though I wasn't in the room.
Is that when you took away? Is that when they took away your guns?
No. That's when I decided that it was probably not a good idea to have these things around. You know.
You're really right, because most people keep a gun in the house. I keep guns in the house.
Right.
Because I need that. I'm a big pussy. But I'm saying,
I don't blame it. You know.
Are you a tough guy in the sense that can you handle yourself physically in a fight? You strike me as a badass.
No. I've only been in 2 fights. I think I lost them both. I think it takes a much tougher guy to intellectually remove himself from a conflict.
When you live with 2 women, do you if you choose, let's say, Rachel one night,
right?
Does the other one, Nat, get kind of jealous and like, well, why didn't he choose me? Isn't that a lot to juggle?
Oh no, because she knows that come the morning hour that I'm all hers, you know.
And the one that you're with, does the other one ever just come in and start like licking the other girl, or I mean, do they ever all join in together, or is it a separate kind of thing?
Let's just say that it's more of a hetero vibe here, you know.
Really?
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine, man. I'm not, I'm not that odd that way. I'm not that kinky, as it were. I'm pretty straightforward, pretty traditional.
You're waiting because when that one girl that was in here says, "Oh, Charlie's sitting there, and we watch porn for like 5 hours," and I said to her, "Why would Charlie want to watch porn with you for 5 hours when he's got you there? He should just bang you."
But she also said he was critiquing the porn, telling her what was good or bad about the shot.
Would you ever come in here and critique porn with us? You're my kind of guy.
Let me get the show on the air. Let me get everybody paid, myself included, and then we'll do that. Why not? That's an epic moment.
Can I tell you? May I tell you that Andy Dick is on the phone, the real Andy Dick, and wants to support you? Can he have a moment with you?
Yeah, please, absolutely.
Is it true?
Is this true?
Yeah. Is it true Mel Gibson called you to show support?
Of course he did. Yeah, Mel's a rock star. I love him.
What do you think what's going on with him? I think he's totally, I don't know.
Well, he's had a problem, too.
He's very self-destructive.
I don't know. I mean, unless he's here, I can't speak about it. I'm just a huge fan and think he's a beautiful man, you know?
Yeah. I don't...
one thing I do want to get back to is, Charlie, how many drug tests are you taking?
Yeah, it seems like every time we see you in an interview, you're talking about you had to pee and get drug tested. Who is drug testing you and why?
Well, I was challenged that there was a story coming out that I was, smoking cocaine again, and I said, well, let me prove it to you. And they said, well, great. We're going to show up, we're going to take your pee, we take your blood, and, they did the instant test, which showed nothing, and then they did the lab test, which was just the word negative, and printed like 1,000 times, and I got nothing to hide, and don't submit to a drug test if you think there's a problem with it,
Do you really have, what does it mean when you say you have tiger blood?
It's a metaphor for, having absolute rocket fuel in my veins when it comes to getting focused and delivering things in a way that just don't exist in the sense of the norm. That's why people can't figure me out. They cannot process me, and that's okay. I'm not changing.
Well, you're an amazing.
Who I am,
You're an amazing drug taker.
Well, thank you.
In the sense that, like, you don't end up dead or OD'd by these long bouts.
But what are these
wait a
repeated?
Minute. But you got to go back to a line that Clint Eastwood had years ago. Man's got to know his limitations.
Yes, but you have wound up in the hospital a couple of times.
Yeah, but that wasn't my idea. I fell asleep. I woke up in an ambulance. Next thing I know, there's like doctors all around me,
Oh, yeah. So other people are calling.
You want to say hi to?
Yeah.
You want to say hi to Andy Dick?
Love to. Sure.
All right, here. I'll give Andy a couple of seconds with you. Go ahead, Andy.
Okay. Well, why just a couple of seconds?
Well, because I want to talk to Charlie.
We want Charlie Sheen.
I mean, what? You're arguing with me about time. Go say what you want to say to Charlie.
Hey, Andy, how are you, bro?
Good. How are you, buddy? I love.
Sorry,
bro. Couldn't hear you. Hello.
Andy's got a shitty connection.
Yeah, we can't even make this work.
I'm bailing on Andy. He's going to ruin this.
Let him call back later.
So what do you think the future is going to be? Do you have a shot at getting the show back?
Absolutely. Defeat is not an option.
Well, what do you mean by that?
Well, they have another. Don't you have another full season that's you're committed to?
Well, yeah, and I will deliver it with absolute perfection, on time, on schedule. with big numbers, and that's, because I signed a contract, because I'm a man of my word.
So who's advising you on all of this? Do you have a lawyer who's like kind of orchestrating everything in terms of what you're going to do against CBS?
Yeah, he's, Marty Singer, of course, and I don't want to come up against him.
Now, does Marty say it's okay for you to be talking to the press this much?
Well, he isn't like calling me, telling me to shut it down. I think he sees that I'm making progress, and it's hard to debate what I'm laying out because I'm leading with the truth. I live inside the truth, and you cannot debate these issues.
Why did you?
Can you give me a crazy quote? Because you're acting very normal today.
Right, because I want to know why his publicist quit.
Because I haven't exercised yet. Once I exercise, I get my tiger blood boiling, and then it's on. And it's on, Howard.
Do you love your life, Charlie?
What's not to love?
Do you ever feel like I feel like you don't even get any sleep? I feel like you're like on fire, like you're sleeping an hour or two, maybe.
Like you're on the edge all the time.
I feel like.
No. I'm averaging about 4 or 5, and that's plenty because the nights I don't sleep, there's a higher calling telling me to stand guard.
Do you have a lot of money left? Because with all these divorces, do these broads, are they cleaning you out left and right?
It was expensive, and child support, given with love and grace is it's a pretty high number, but I'm not worried. Every time everybody says, "Oh, you're heading to Nick Cage, Bill,"
right,
something falls out of the sky. So I'm never the one to panic. I don't believe in panic. Panicking is for amateurs and morons,
When you say something falls out of the sky, are you saying another job comes up?
An opportunity or something, yeah.
Are you worth over $100 million?
I think I'm worth over $100 billion, but that's just on a cellular level.
We mean what do you have?
No, what do you have in the
worth.
bank? Seriously,
I don't know. It's not what it should be, but it will be one day. I'm a patient man.
Have your children met the goddesses yet, or do you keep that all separate?
Oh, yeah, no, of course they have. In fact, the girls are coming over today to meet them, and I'm really excited about it. These women are amazing.
You're in love?
Oh, God, if that's the only word we can use, then yeah.
So, in other words, these are like your wives right now.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, it's beautiful.
So you're not out fucking around. You're keeping it pretty sane.
Why would I? Look what's in my home, our home. It's the lotto. It's the tri-state lotto.
I was particularly impressed.
Let me just ask this. Publicist quit.
Yeah, why'd your publicist quit?
I don't know. He didn't even call me. He quit with a text. That's all right.
How many years have you employed this guy?
We met over the phone. I hired him the night that I got filed on by Denise, and I guess that was 05, 06, somewhere in there, yeah.
I think he thinks you disparaged him by saying that he didn't handle the situation properly or something.
He's coming from his ego and from his emotions, and I don't have time for either one right now because we're fighting a war, man.
Well, you are in a war, in a sense, to get your show back, and you say there is a chance you'll get it.
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, again, defeat is not an option. I just need some questions answered, and at some point, it's just pretty obvious that they're hiding because they know that I'm leading with the truth, and it's just a question of not, how, if they're going to be embarrassed, how bad.
Well, it's getting to the point where it would be embarrassing either way. If they renege on a bunch of business deals if they don't pick up the show, but if they do, it's like they're capitulating to you.
Hey, Charlie, change the subject for 1 second. I was particularly impressed with your whole dream of building this, almost like a Noah's Ark.
It was an island.
You were going to build a house where you put 2 of every kind of girl inside the house, and it was going to become the porn house where you would have full-time porn stars living with you.
When did I come up with this? What crack run was this?
This was, who was the girl that told us about this? And she was going to be the blonde.
But it was right after
Casey Jordan. She said that you had shown
a better imagination than I thought.
Well, in a way, it's brilliant. It
is brilliant, but I never said that. But now that it's out there, I guess I have a new goal. No, I'm joking. Come on.
But Charlie,
that's the rantings of a lunatic.
Do you feel?
So
you say you never had a porn house being built?
No, that's kind of ridiculous, and it takes a lot of work,
Do you feel betrayed by some of these women? Now, I thought you did something really nice for Casey Jordan. She claimed she came over, you guys banged, you were going to pay her $5,000, and you said to her, you know what? Here's $30,000. Now, that's a tremendous gift to a girl like that, $30,000. And then the next day she goes to the press. Why would somebody do that to you?
Retarded zombie? I don't know, dude. It's like... if they don't talk, they can stay, and that's what they don't realize. And they sell me out to sell themselves out, and then, this story for like an hour,
Right.
And then, you know, I'm topical for the next billion years, you know, and they're not.
It's weird because there was a woman in the press, a madam, who said, I provide Charlie with a lot of his women, and she